The Geneva Academy of International Humanitarian Law and Human Rights monitors over 110 armed conflicts in the world. 81% of these armed conflicts contain at least one Islamic element. In the Middle East and North Africa, there are over 45 armed conflicts involving an Islamic element. In Asia, there are 7 armed conflicts involving an Islamic element. In Africa, there are over 35 armed conflicts involving an Islamic element, including Somalia and Nigeria. Even Europe doesn't escape. In Europe, there are 2 armed conflicts involving Islamic elements, in Chechnya and in Kosovo. I want to focus a little bit on North Africa and the Middle East. If we look at some of the conflicts there, we're going to be shocked. In Syria, since 2011, there have been over 500,000 deaths, 230,000 of which are civilians. In Libya, there have been tens of thousands of people killed and many, many displaced. Worse still, in Yemen, there have been over 377,000 deaths, half of which are from indirect causes, and over 150,000 of those are civilian deaths. Outside of formal armed conflicts, there have been an unbelievable amount of Islamic uprisings within Western countries. In London, for the last 10 months, there have been almost weekly protests by Islamists on the streets of London, blocking traffic and intimidating everybody around them, particularly the Jewish people. In Australia, Islamists gather against Jews and cause violence. Even the US is not immune. In Los Angeles and New York, there have been countless violence against Jews, with pro-Palestinians attacking a synagogue, and in Colombia, many, many arrests after Islamists camped outside Columbia University and intimidated and were violent towards Jewish students there. While not a Western country, the Islamic Republic of Iran has had internal uprisings against the Islamic Republic of Iran, who, in September 2022, murdered Mahsa Amini while she was in custody after being arrested for, get this, by the morality police for not wearing a veil. Yet, despite all of the above, the world still feels it's necessary and has the audacity to blame the Jewish people and Israel for all of the world's problems.
Let's just check out some statistics as well. 81% of the world's conflicts involve an Islamic element. 26% of the world's population is Muslim. Well, there must be more Jews in Israel causing problems, of course. That's what I hear you say. Well, let's have a look. Israel's landmass constitutes 0.02% of the world's landmass. It's rounded down to 0%. The Jewish people themselves as a population are 0.2% of the world's population. Again, a statistical rounding error that
So if, after all of this, you still think that the Jewish people and Israel are the problem and cause of all the world's problems, then you, my friend, are an anti-Semite.